Welcome here to the stream. Welcome to Italy, Monza, race number 9 in 10 of the season. There are just a few more races left in the season, and that means that championship of Ralls is coming slightly closer to him. I am joined today in the commentary booth by his team leader, Alabama Outlaw 15. How's it going?
Doing great. I'm so glad to be here.
It's great. It's great. Glad you're hyped. I am too. Just a few drivers making their first start of the season. Ozone Tech X in first. Trickish Pluto in third. Hamilton making his first tier 2 start. GSReen making her first tier 2 start and her first official start in the league. That was not meant to be a voice crack. JB Smooth in ninth. He is making his first start in the league. Bama, if you could possibly do for me, I will give you access to the stream's YouTube channel, or not channel, but chat. So you could send the link in there. Tell me if you can't do it, I will give you permission to send it in there.
Do what?
Okay. To send the stream in there, and streams in YouTube, that channel. Unless you want me to do it, because my phone's in the charger.
Not gonna lie, I'm extremely confused.
Okay, I'll do it then. I'll do it.
Right.
So, it's getting pretty late in the session. Outlaps are gonna happen here. 3 people watching. All right, so let me post the streams in YouTube into the chat, or the stream into the chat. Hamilton 6th right now, behind his McLaren teammate. Ozone Tech on a lap now. OPC Patriots rejoin the session. Alright, so let's go to Mixer here and send the stream in. So DexFan retired from the session. Dark Raptor retired. So did Lost Trevi. There should be 16 drivers in the race. Davis, I believe that is spun. Nope, Thrasher did. Thrasher is wide. So 5 people watching right now. I will post the stream in the chat just one more time. Or try this again.
Our pole sitter, Ozone Tech, is coming back around to the flag to see if he can improve on his already pretty large gap on pole. So, let's see. F1 boy in second.
Yeah, good lap by him. He's got
He does
qualified
not
second.
improve.
I believe he's
We
qualified
got
second
CJ
twice here.
Or off track, maybe.
Oh, yeah, right in the Lesmos. Gotta be careful not to back up or have anyone hit him. Lucky enough he didn't. He can back up now. That's a racing point off. And that's Riles.
Hamilton coming to the flag.
Is he gonna improve?
He
Yes,
improves
he does
to
the second. Wow.
Trickish Pluto follows him right up, taking
Wow,
a second
and
away.
passes him. Silent still 5th. He was originally 2nd, Silent was. So now Silent back to 5th there in the racing point.
These guys are coming very close to the qualifying time.
Bama,
just on an outlap.
Bama, just make sure your audio is included in the party, just in case it isn't. Davis
Yeah,
7's retired. Okay, it is. Just make sure. Yeah. All right, so coming to the line is a Haas of Rapid Extreme to start his lap. McLaren of GSReen does start her lap. Mercedes driver of Silent starts his lap. And now I believe that's a racing point coming to the final corners. In Parabolica, coming to the start-finish straight. Riles, championship leader. Rapid Extreme's retired from the session. Riles starts his lap.
He will start his lap.
Yeah. So
JB has retired.
And I believe that is Silent, or no, someone improved. Because Riles down to 7th now. Someone, yeah, no, it was Hamilton who just got up to 3rd, I believe. No, it wasn't. Never mind. I'm behind. I'm thinking something else. Riles was 6th, that's why. Don't ask me what's going on.
Silent missed the chicane after the end of Sector 1, so his qualifying is finished.
Make sure you invite
See,
JB
we
Smooth
still
back.
got Riles on the lap.
Make sure you invite JB Smooth back. He needs to be reinvited. Hamilton to the line. Does not improve. 9/10 down.
He got on Heat 4.
Oh. And Trickish Pluto coming into the pits.
Well.
It is Toro Rosso heading into Parabolica this time. Thrasher, can he improve to a top 10 spot? He has the chance to do so, but coming out of the final corner, Toro Rosso gained a lot of spots in constructors last week. He will not, because it was
actually gained a couple.
No, he didn't. Never. It was 10th. It was 10th. GSR ring to the line and to the flag. What is it going to be? It's not going to be any better. Riles in the racing point, heading down the one back straight, heading into Parabolica this time. That qualifying will be in the dry. Obviously, that gives a chance to drivers improving on their laps. We have 3 more drivers left on their lap. Riles to the line.
Lap
P6. Now, can anyone beat Ozone Tech?
So we got F1 boy coming around Parabolica now.
Oh, out of fuel. Hamilton, he's the only one who could beat it, unless he gets invalid here. Which, I don't know if that's likely or not, but Hamilton is the only one who could beat him. Hamilton, heading into Parabolica this time. Making his first Tier 2 start. He originally was going to make it last week, but due to circumstances, that did not happen. He heads into Parabolica, comes out of Parabolica this time. He's on a great lap. Can he get pole position?
Oh, he's going to be close.
He's going to do it.
I think he got it. Yep.
128.8. He had his pole position for GSR Hamilton right at the last moment. And definitely, like we mentioned in the documentary last week, of the pressure is on. The pressure is on for GSR Hamilton right there. He was the last one on his lap.
Very great lap.
It was.
Very impressive.
And we see what these drivers can do in wet conditions.
I have an update on JB. He said he may join back for the sprint race.
Okay. That is good. So, obviously, we see someone joining back for the sprint race. That's pretty good. But we still have 15 drivers here. Going through the top 10. Here we go. GSR Hamilton on pole. Ozone Tech in second. Racing Point of Turkish Pluto in third. F1 Boy fourth. Silent fifth. Riles sixth. Rapid Extreme seventh. Green eighth. JB Smooth ninth. Thrasher 10th. And the rest was 3 seconds or slower. But Riles, I want to mention something about him. Back last week in Britain, when it rained in the beginning of qualifying, Riles actually qualified 5th because of he didn't get to do a final lap. Could he have been on pole? Who knows? But he got his first pole position stolen or his pole position streak stolen from him. He's been on pole 3 times in a row, but ever since Britain, it's not been that way. Cloudy race so far, from what it looks like, and it will definitely be cloudy the whole way through.
I'm very excited to see this race here.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be very good.
It will be very good for sure. I guarantee that. And considering the Italy weather, in that qualifying session, anyone has a free choice of tires. It should be a good one.
True.
So, Riles could take the medium strategy like he did last week. He qualified on the mediums. And he was lucky enough not to do that second lap, so he could qualify in mediums and end the race on softs. So, 2 drivers to watch today in today's race. Bam, I'm going to go through my 2, and then you can go through your 2. GSR Hamilton on pole. He could have made his first start on Tier 2 last week, dropped down to Tier 2 from Tier 1, and is on pole position heading into this race. Anything can happen here in Monza, especially with Turn 1. If GSR Hamilton gets it out of Turn 1 very clean, he can actually be one of the drivers, I think, to actually extend a very good lead and possibly make sure Riles does not get a podium. My other driver here, I think, is Riles. I gotta say about him today, if he outscores the rest of the other championship contenders that he's within, if he outscores them by at least 2 or 3 points, which he needs to do with Hellcat. Hellcat's not here, but he needs to outscore Rapid. And if this happens, Riles is champion. He's one to watch for. He's starting 6th. Bama, who are your 2 to watch out for?
Now, when I say this, I'm totally not biased whatsoever, but like I say, GSR Riles has been the Hamilton, the Lewis Hamilton of this league, not GSR Hamilton. But, you know, he's just been on every single race, grabbing the podiums, wins, just chunking up the points. You got to look at him for this race because he can clinch that championship. And it's very important for him to just stay consistent, not have any mishaps, and just keep a very consistent performance. And I think he can do that today. A second driver I'm looking at is Ozone. I haven't seen him race yet, but he's intrigued me a lot just by that qualifying, just how he kind of just came out. So at that pole from the start, he may have got past at the very end, but I believe he can have some good race pace here at Monza.
And what I believe is that start-finish line just going to be a crazy one. I've been involved, and I've seen photo finishes happen here just because of how the last corner is. Now, if you're battling someone heading into the following corner, final lap, whatever it is, just on the DRS straight, you want that DRS for the front straight, but the question is, will you take the final corner to the point where you look for the exit of the corner and you get the speed off of there, or will you try to get it on the entry of the corner and be even with the other driver out of the exit? What will you do, and what will what will be the smartest decision for these drivers?
I think one thing very crucial just in this race is within the next 30 seconds will be the start of turn 1. If they can make it out of the chicane, they have a very good shot at a victory.
That has been proven. 5 lights are upon us for the Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go. GSR Hamilton, Ozone Tech, side by side, heading into turn 1. Slipstream is a big factor, but here comes Pluto. Riles is 3 wide, heading into turn 1. They're all keeping it very clean, diving down the inside, 4 wide at the back there, and slipping through the curbs, making contact. Riles is involved.
We got a Mercedes in the wall.
Riles is involved in a crash, and Riles has damage. I believe that's Silent X. In the back of your Silent X has not had one of the best seasons yet, but heading through the middle of the pack. Reen is now in 9th here, and Riles still in 5th here, up in the top 5.
More contact in the back of the Red Bull.
Side by side, 3 wide. Off track goes the McLaren of Reen because of contact with Thrasher and OPC Patriot. Thrasher and Reen do not have the best of history, so obviously we'll definitely watch out for those two. Ozone Tech still within DRS range of Hamilton.
He got another Mercedes spinning.
Oh, yep, that is OPC Patriot. He is around. So both Mercedes have not had good luck so far. Dark Raptor's on AI. Dark Raptor's left the session. Make sure you invite him back, Bama.
Got it.
And Riles has got passed here by Deeks fan. And Riles does have damage. He is back to 6th. But can Riles still capitalize after this? Usually what we've seen in real life is every single time Mercedes is going off again, it's OPC Patriot with some from wing lift. What we've seen from championship drivers is GSR Riles is going into the pits this time. Will he go the rest of the race on mediums? The thing is, what we've seen from championship drivers who are in a battle for the championship, no matter what the gap is, usually they run into early trouble, and because of that, something always happens, and CJ Pants misses turn 1. Misses turn 1. Gonna have to go through.
Do you mind telling me what are the numbers to Raptors gamer tag?
44. Dark Raptor 44.
Okay.
Still a close battle here for a 4-car train from Rapid. Actually, no, even more. Dex Van Rapid on back. So it is pretty close between the guys. Ozone Tech is gaining on Hamilton now.
3 seconds for CJ.
Of course, it's not showing it for me. 3 seconds? Oh my god. It's not showing it. Oh, okay.
Let's see here.
Of course, gonna do the same thing it
Let's
did last
check
week.
the positions gained on that first lap.
6 positions for Dex Van.
6, very good stuff for him. Loss of 9 spots for Silent. That is not what he wanted to see.
No, and definitely, as Mercedes is actually second in the constructor standings, they could easily get passed by Toro Rosso just by any mistake today. Obviously, Patriots points should count toward Renault because he drives for a Renault. F1 Boy is actually gaining on these guys. Hamilton, fastest lap there in the McLaren on the softs. Dark Raptors back online. Davis and Trevi battling here for 10th. Trevi's actually had a very, very good season to the point where he's actually kept a 7th place run in points. Trevi and Davis going wheel to wheel now, heading into turn 1.
Thinking about the inside. He's gonna back off.
It's a good decision by him. Trevi near Davis. They make turn 1 cleanly. And Thrasher is close to Reen as we do hit lap 3, and DRS is enabled. Obviously, you'll have to keep up with the penalties for me, Bama, because obviously this doesn't show it on stream, which isn't the best. But we still have a train from Deeks Fan on back, and a lot of drivers are still close within range. And obviously, DRS is going to play a big factor here at this type of racetrack. And how big of a factor is DRS, Bama? Tell us. Oh, Trevi. How big of a factor is DRS?
Yes. I'm sorry, my mom called me. Yeah, DRS is a huge factor here. It's gonna determine, really, just in the final laps, I believe, it will determine who's gonna be finishing where. And yeah, I apologize for saying
No
that. I
worries.
didn't realize my mic wasn't muted.
No worries.
My mom keeps interrupting me.
CJ Pants does pick up another 3-second time penalty, the second one of the race. Hamilton still leading the Grand Prix with 8-9 laps to go, around that type of time. But Rapid on Dex fan now. This is for the 5th position. These two know what it's like to go wheel to
See if
wheel.
we can keep it in here.
Rapid
Very
passes
nice.
and clean.
Very clean.
In the background, you see GSR Reen running wide there with a 3-second time penalty from Thrasher.
Mm-hmm. Now, the guys that had that first lap incident, Riles, Silent, and Patriot, they're not out of this race because it's a one-stop race, and they're on the mediums. They can go to the end. It's not a foregone conclusion that they still can't win, or at least get a podium.
And Riles definitely could pass Rapid here, though.
It's
Even
very intriguing.
Even though Rapid could gain a lot of points on him today, Riles just needs, if I'm correct, 25, 26, 27. I'm trying to do math in my head. Riles should be ahead there, or needs to be ahead by 84, something like that, points heading into this. So I'll check. I'll do a mid-race update soon. But Thrasher's collided into the barrier, and CJ Pants getting off the corner. You've got to be careful. Davis, whoa, his teammate.
Ooh.
Whoa, boy, and that's a teammate for sure.
That looked like how Lance Stroll came across Pierre Gasly.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say the same thing to that. You are right, Bama. That is something that's pretty interesting. Dex fan with no ERS whatsoever.
I gotta bring something else up.
Dex fan into turn 1.
He is trying to.
Ooh, that was close. A lot of lag. Go ahead.
I was trying to say, Hamilton's got low ERS here. Ozone has saved it up. He is ready for an attack. He's right on his bumper here, just behind by 5/10. He's ready to attack.
Now GSR Hamilton coming into McLaren. McLaren were actually last in the constructor standings before Britain. PNB05 came in and won it with Zig Starburst being the teammate and not actually scoring points, but that moved McLaren from 10th to 7th in the constructor standings, and they may have a shot still at 2nd in the standings by the end of the season, so they are not counted out for 2nd in the season. Racing Point could obviously lock up the constructor standings today or next week. So obviously
Alfa Romeo F1 boy has went to the
oh
wall.
Man, and that's right in front of the track.
Oh, he's on track, middle of the track. That is very dangerous. Oh, Ryan just barely avoids it. CJ Pants.
Oh, CJ Pants. Whoa, he's definitely gonna pick evasive action.
Davis needs to. Okay, he's okay.
Oh, Thrasher!
No,
oh, Trevi!
Oh!
I think he hit him. Did he hit him? Oh,
he lost a wing. Or
he lost something, but oh wow.
Oh my goodness! Finally, that car has spawned off. That was such a bad area for that.
I know, and especially right in front of the track, how that car just comes right back onto the track like that. That is definitely something you don't want to see. But Riles, I want to mention, definitely not out of the race. He's going to catch Dark Raptor pretty soon here. Pit stops are going to happen soon here as Thrasher is pitting now. Let's see where Riles comes out to Thrasher. Riles is going to pass Thrasher. Thrasher is running near GSR Reen.
He's already passed him, yes.
If this undercut works, can Riles still get a top 5 out of this? That's my question.
I think he can, because let's see how far he is behind it. Thrasher just for already 8 seconds ahead of Thrasher.
Maybe even more now.
Mediums, they're just going to build up. They're going to get a little bit better here with the next few laps.
Patriot with a penalty. But yeah, that's a whole 10 seconds between Thrasher and Riles. So Riles actually could get a top 5 out of this for sure. Dex Van Rapid going into Scary.
Oh, sorry.
What's up?
I was going to say, so the top 3 runners, you've got soft, medium. Trick is Pluto. He's going to be on the softs at the very end of this run. Do you think he could close that gap and perhaps go fight for that win?
You know what? It's possible, but if those two start fighting a lot in the front, it's very possible.
Oh, they are.
Because those two, I mean, well, at least get close to each other and, you know, maybe affect each other. Because I've seen drivers here who start fighting at the front, and that causes someone else to catch them. Because of it. I've seen a lot of scenarios happen like that here. I've seen a lot of what could happen. So, regardless of the situation, if they battle and get closer to each other,
Trevor,
put more
Trevor's
pressure.
making a move on Davis. He passes him. Or never mind. That was a lap car.
GSR Thrash and GSR Silent, both a part of the GSR clan here. And obviously you got one of them leading, Hellcat online, so he probably might make the sprint race. But I will be checking point standings pretty soon, as this race does go by pretty fast. As Silent is gaining on
pass on Raptor.
Thrasher. Heading into turn 1. Silent and Thrasher, wheel to wheel. Silent picking up a penalty.
Corner there. Both of them did. 3-second time penalty for Thrasher.
And there's a crash. It's a Red Bull of Dark Raptor. They've got to be careful not to come in front of the track here. He is coming in front of the track, but not too much. He's done it cleanly.
We got a Rapid and Deeks fan side by side down the backstretch.
Front two
entering
pit.
Parabolica.
Front two pit. This is what we're gonna see.
No contact.
Is Raul's gonna recover like he should? How is he gonna recover on this?
Is there any penalties to serve? No damage.
Rapid and Dex fan here. This is the battle for will be second. And Marine speeding in the pit lane. Rapid making a great move there. He does get by.
Both McLaren and Ferrari are out of the pits. They do come out in front of Riles by a good margin.
Question is how much farther is Riles going to gain on these guys? Obviously, it's the medium tires, but is he going to gain by a lot?
Well, Ryan's coming out. He might get Ryan here into the first corner.
Yes. So Riles up to 8th. Yeah, and he's in a good gap right now. But Rapid, once he pits, we'll know what that gap is like.
Along with CJ and Geeks fan. Still need to make stops. Fastest lap right now is Hamilton with 22.6.
Now Ozone Tech and Hamilton are battling here right now. Ozone Tech saved a lot of ERS. He has his new Scary right
he's
behind
right
him.
on his tail through Ascari.
He could easily make a good move here. I'm telling you right now, that front straight is a good lineup for DRS.
Oh, he's gonna he might get him right here. If he
front
has
two is probably pitting.
He goes to the outside.
Oh, Hamilton wants DRS. Hamilton wants DRS. He knows how powerful that will be to him. I know why he did that. He saw the detection point. Yeah, so Dex fan, Pluto, all in the pits. Rapid. It's going to stay out for a while. It's not going to help him, but DRS this time. Look at the speed difference. At least 10 miles per hour difference. Look at this heading into turn 1.
He's going in.
Side by side.
It's tight. Contact. Wheel banging. Oh, they keep it in.
They're side by side, and this is what's going to be the battle for the lead. Side by side, and now battling heading into turn 3. Turn 4 now as they head into sector 2. And these two going wheel to wheel. Gonna have another chance at it. Wheel to wheel.
Side by side.
And contact. Who's going to try for the exit heading into the Lesmos? Lap 9 out of 13, and this is going to be the battle for the race lead. Who is going to get the advantage? Right now, it's Hamilton.
That was great racing.
That really was.
Awesome.
That
Pluto
really was.
is now on the softs. He caught up a little bit. He caught up about a second from that battle.
That's what's going to help him.
6.3.
But he needs to push like hell here. He can't just sit back. But coming up in a lap car of GSR Sullen on AI, so these guys have got to be careful getting around him.
CJ Pants just passed Thrasher. Now they're might go side by side in the Lesmos almost.
Now Silent, Thrasher has retired. Don't know where that is. That's out of the Lesmos. And Rapid is pitting. Lap 10 of the Grand Prix. So now Ozone Tech still has a lot of ERS to gain here. And that battle with Hamilton could easily change in moments.
Extreme finally pits.
So where's he gonna come out compared to Rouse? Rouse is behind Reen, who's got past there. Nice. Where are these guys gonna come out? Rapid's coming out of the pits now. Rouse got DRS.
I believe they're gonna beat Rapid out. Maybe. Well,
no.
Riles making a move though on Ryan. Ryan's gonna race him in.
Oh, Riles
She cuts the
forcing
track.
the way around. Oh boy. Riles did get past there from that. I don't know what that's going to be deemed as, but Riles is on a mission now toward Rapid and Dexman. I want to mention, Riles might have Warner tires, but the thing is, 3 to 5 seconds between Rapid and Riles. So that could change in moments. Oh, Dexman's been spun around! He is spun around! Oh, out of a 5th place position. That was going to be a good one. Ozone Tech
on the tail of Hamilton.
Yeah.
Again.
This is a great battle.
He's going to get DRS down the straight.
I've checked the math. I've done the math. Riles needs to be 85 points ahead. And currently, right now, with... Alright, I'll let this battle happen first. But Hamilton and Ozone Tech... Oh, he fakes him! He goes down the inside! Heading into turn 1, is he going to get the advantage? Side by side with Hamilton. Doesn't get the exit. Contact! Hamilton
he's going to get
sideways.
loose!
And now this is going to have Trickish Polo catch up to him. And now side by side through turn 3. And now Hamilton still within the slipstream. Contact is made. Heading into the chicane. Side by side, wheel to wheel.
Oh, they're going to turn
him
into the gravel.
Hamilton going off track, but going to get the DRS this time. Or is he? This has been an amazing battle.
He's within 2 seconds. 3 seconds, I'm sorry.
I think this is one of the best battles we've seen in Tier 2 yet. But I've got to mention...
This is beautiful racing.
I've got to mention, 3 laps to go, Riles having a chance to get the championship is still within reach, and Trickish Pluto is still within 2 seconds of these guys. So he has a chance. Hamilton kind of a track extending a little bit right there, but keeping it...
I gotta say, Pluto is loving what he is seeing right now. Watching these 2 guys absolutely go at a war.
He's got to be loving it, but...
Yeah.
The gap...
I'm gonna check penalties real quick.
Okay. Riles and Hellcat, the points between them is 96 points. Rapids out! Rapids out of Ascari! And he's collided with...
Hamilton has...
He's collided with the OPC Patriot. Oh boy, there's gonna be a lot of drama toward the end of this race. Next fan up to 8.
All top 3 drivers have a penalty.
Alright.
Just 1 3 second.
1-3,
So
okay.
fair at the moment. Pluto fastest lap.
98 points between Hellcat and Riles in points. Riles is going to extend that gap with Rapid if he stays where he's at right now. Riles, right now, and Thrasher, he's far out of Thrasher. So Riles can stay in this position. And you know what's funny? Hamilton was getting podiums all season. Not GSR Hamilton, the real life Hamilton. Was getting podiums all season. And, Riles and Green. But they're getting podiums all season. And because of it, Riles. They're getting podiums all season, and because Hamilton another penalty. This is race affecting, but Hamilton was getting podiums all season in 2017. Yeah, based off of this right now, that's what it looks like. So battle between the battle for the championship. Hamilton was getting podiums all season in 2017. The one race, the championship could be clinched. He doesn't really get a podium. And I'm not saying that because, he had DNFs, he had that, but Riles has not been on podium once this year. Trickish Pluto with the fastest lap. Unless that's a new update or something like that.
It's the final lap.
That too.
I didn't even
That just appeared. So Dark Raptor does get by there. Now, Riles probably won't get 3rd off of penalties here, or even 3rd off of just anything, but obviously stuff could easily change.
He might get 4th.
It does have no front wing, and is low in fuel, and is in front of... Who is it?
All Ozone has to do right now is not get a penalty, and he wins this race.
That is correct. Riles and Reen side by side into turn 1. Riles still battling. But DRS is time for Ozone Tech. Now, the closest Tier 1 finish, or Tier 2 finish, is 0.8 tenths, or whatever. So
they can make that record here.
Yeah, as long as Ozone gets a penalty here, that's what will happen. That does happen. Hamilton's going wide. Hamilton's going wide out of the exit. Sorry, he's gonna pass him here. He's gonna get by on the final lap. Ozone Tech is gonna pass him on track. And now, where is Pluto? Is he gonna be able to get within as much as he can? Now, Ozone Tech coming out of the final corner. Hamilton has lost it and is not gonna win here, but Ozone Tech will win his first. Oh, he's picked up a penalty. Trickish Pluto wins it. Racing Point has their 2nd winner of the season, and Reen and Riles, I think you can take over out of the final corner, Bama, because this one means a lot to you with Trickish Pluto winning.
I gotta say, I've been so happy to message Riles at the beginning of the Tier 2 season as team to join Racing Point. He decided to come along board, absolutely dominated this season so far. He's going to run around the Parabolica at Monza to win the championship.
And taking
How about
P4
that?
also. That is amazing by Riles. That is amazing. Coming back to 4th after that. And Trickish Pluto is going to win that. Trickish Pluto is going to win that. How in
Great
the hell?
day for Racing Point.
Riles takes the
I'm
championship.
totally not biased.
But no, that is Racing Points. I think most points scored in the constructor standing in one race, if I'm correct. So,
Let's go.
and based off of this right now, I think Racing Point is one step closer to the constructor standings. So, this was good. GS Arene back to
Great
7th on
race.
penalties. It was a great race. What a battle! Wow,
That
my
might go
God.
down as the best Tier 2 race so far.
Oh,
Just
I know.
itself.
I know that was great.
Great racing.
It was amazing. I'm glad to
I'm
have
gonna
you
see if I
here.
can get JB in here now.
Yeah, make sure you invite him to the game.
least a-
Podium now. Oh boy. What a thriller. What a thriller. I gotta say, I don't think we would have seen a Tier 2 race like that. Just in general. If Rouse was the only competitive one the whole season. And I'm not saying that Rouse had no competition. I'm just saying that Rouse was the one mainly dominating races. And he kept extending records of the longest margin for victory. And longest margin for pole or whatever. He kept having those records. And Rouse, now back in P4, not on the podium this time.
Is this his first time not on the podium?
That is his first time not on the podium in Tier 2.
That's something.
That is something.
You win the championship in this race, and then you tell people to make a podium, but
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't care about that right now. He's got the trophy. The one that
He's
everyone
got the
wants.
trophy he wants. Yes, that is right. And that is definitely what you want. For sure. Now, we'll get him in here. We'll interview him. We'll see what he has to say. Alright, let's see what Rallis has to say. Where is he? Let me find him. So, heading into the sprint race, let's see what happens here. Just our silence left the session. We'll get everyone back for the sprint race. What a race.
We were
Wow.
treated in that one.
What a race. Alright, so make sure you do change the host options to no qualifying in the custom grid. It goes from 8th to 1st, so whoever finished 8th there is going to start on pole, it looks like. I do have the screenshots, so I will
Indeed.
let you know in the lineup. To our hosting lobby,
Alright,
so
25%
no qualifying, we'll see
starting grid.
what it goes like.
Custom
I gotta
grid.
get Riles in here for just a post-race interview quickly. I gotta see what he has to say. Riles, let's see where he is. Championship winner for Riles. Riles, are you there?
Yo,
Championship winner. What do you gotta say to that? What do you gotta say?
oh, I'm so happy right now. My heart was pounding throughout the race. Oh man, I'm ready for the next one though.
Yes, you are. I'm sure you are. 4th in that race means you're gonna be starting 5th in the sprint race. Now I guess you gotta attack a little bit more, I guess, for that one. But what happened at the start? Take me through the start there, as you did get wing damage. Let me know of what kind of happened there. Give us some feedback on what happened.
We went 3 wide, which was. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Gotcha. We went 3 wide, and we bottled up towards the exit of the second turn, and I was pushed into silent, and then silent spun in front of me, so there went my front wing.
Well, I don't know how you feel about the championship being locked up now. I don't know how you feel about the season, but first non-podium for you and champion of the world in Tier 2. What do you got to say about that one more time? And who do you got to thank, too?
I'd like to thank Bama for signing me. I'd like to thank you for bringing me to this league. It's been a great opportunity. I'm just hyped. I can't contain my excitement right now. I'm shaking.
I'm sure you feel the pressure, but I want to mention too about you. You came into league racing back in December, and you've already won a championship. What do you got to say about that? It's been 3 months, and you've already won your first championship.
I just hope to keep getting better and better. I'm shooting for Tier 1 next season. Hopefully we can get there.
Hell yeah, that is right, man. We'll catch back with you in the sprint race. We'll talk to you after that. Thank you for talking to us and your time. Congratulations on the championship. Oh boy, what a race that was. We'll be starting the sprint race at 1 o'clock Eastern, 6 p.m. UK. That's the time we'll be started at. So, oh boy. Well, that was interesting. Riles and Mochi battling there for P4, and that was a great battle. The battle for the win, though, even better. What do you got to say about
One
that?
of the great
What a
battles
race.
of the year.
I don't know what to say.
So far.
I don't know what to say.
In Alpha, period. Great
Yes,
race.
definitely, especially for a lower tier.
Now, I
So
do
I'll be
believe
checking
JB
the.
sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead. JB is coming back. You said.
Okay. Well, he is still racing in this NASCAR league, so I'm not too
Okay.
sure that he will be joining. But
Alrighty.
regardless, would you like me to make the custom right now?
Yes, I will have you do that. I'll be ending the stream right now and starting up the new stream once the new race starts. So thank you guys for watching the feature race, and that, guys, that was a good one. So we'll see you back for the sprint race.